When it comes to smart home lighting, the competition keeps getting better and better. In the beginning, there was Philips Hue and Lifx. Now we have brands like Govee. How does Govee stack up to Lifx? Let's take a look. Hey guys, it's Craig here. I show you how to get more out of your tech. So we have the expensive Lifx Z strips versus the budget-friendly Govee Dream Color. In this side-by-side, I'll cover 6 different categories, and at the end, you can decide which one you think is a better choice. Links to these lights, along with other Govee and Lifx products, are in the description. And before I get started, I did purchase both of these myself. I've used Lifx for a while. I've installed some Govee lights in my daughter's room, and I like both of these. I like them for different reasons. So number one, let's start off with what you get with each kit. Now, the Lifx Z Strip Starter Kit is typically priced at $89.99 for 6.6 feet or 2 meters of LED strips. They're not cheap. You want to get any more, you got to pay $40 for an extension. This Govee Dream Color is $32.99 for 16 feet or about 4.9 meters of LED lights. Govee, if you compare the two, is definitely the better value per foot. In the box of Lifx, it's actually broken down into 2 separate strips. And then you got your power brick, your other strip, and you have your power cable, which also serves as kind of the brains of your strip. Now with Govee, you have your remote right here, and you have your power brick. And this is one solid strip for 16 feet, and the wire is hardwired into it. You can't shuffle pieces around or anything. This is what it is. So number 2 is how you control the strips. Both strips are Wi-Fi enabled and can be controlled through the app. Both strips also work with Alexa and Google Assistant. Just make sure to buy the Govee strips that support smart assistants. Some of them are only Bluetooth or use a separate remote control, but there are some control differences between the two. The Govee strips can be controlled using Bluetooth that will connect directly to this, so you can use your phone and not necessarily use the Wi-Fi connection. And they can also be used with this remote control, which is kind of nice. The remote control is a great addition for a standalone option for LEDs. The remote makes these perfect for my kids' room. They can call them up with their voice using their echoes, or they can push the button, turn it on, select the different color, or turn on the effects. The remote control also has a microphone on it, so if you're playing music, it'll flash along, and you could change the different patterns that'll happen to the music. Now the Lifx strips do not have direct Bluetooth control. They don't have an inline remote, and they don't have any kind of microphone to do standalone music control. For something like that, you'd have to use the app, and to be honest, those usually kind of suck anyways. I do lighting for a living, but a big difference that I like is these work with Apple HomeKit. They work with Google, Amazon, and Apple. That's huge for me because I want to be able to use my lights across all the assistants. I want to be able to do certain functionality through HomeKit. I want to be able to do other functionality on my Echoes or to play with Google. Now for you, you may never use HomeKit and will stick with Google or an Echo, so this won't matter to you. But since this is my video, in my opinion, that HomeKit option makes Lifx the winner for control and worth the extra money. Next is the app. Both the Govee and Lifx strips have different zones that can break up the color of the lights, and this allows you to create custom colorful looks and more variety in color with your strips. It also makes for more fun with the effects. You would control the different zones through the app, and you're able to customize the colors of the different zones. So first, let's look at the app for the Lifx. Here's a look at the app with the Lifx strips behind my desk. You start with the home screen, select the strip, and see the color wheel. Unlike the Govee strip, the light responds as you turn the wheel. Swipe left, and there's the white light. Swipe left again, and you have themes. The color from the themes will be distributed across the zones of the strip. Swipe left again and you're in the palette. You select the color you want and pick the part of the zone that you want to change the color to. Change to another color, select where you want to put that, and keep doing that till you have the look you want. If you go back to the home screen and scroll down, there is a range of effects such as animate, color cycle, strobes, and more. With the Lifx app, you can easily make a scene, save it on the home screen, and you're set. Here's a look at the different color scenes that I've made to change up the looks of my video. It is definitely a feature-rich app that is far beyond what you get from some of these budget lights. Next, let's take a look at the Govee app. Here's a look at the Govee lights in my daughter's room and a look at the app. You have basic functionality such as power on, a timer, brightness, and then you scroll down and you have your different options for colors such as picking from preset colors, color slider, or color wheel. You can break down the strip into the different zones and pick different colors for each zone. There is a scene button with some preset looks. So far, none of them are that impressive, but these are some of the compromises you get when you go with a budget strip. You get an app that's not as refined. You have a DIY section that allows you to create some automation. Again, not a lot of good options. The best would be colors rolling through, and even that is very limited. You could also turn on the music tab and start it listening to music that way. I think Lifx is more refined and offers more functionality. It really is just a better app overall. Number 4 is probably one of the most important categories to me. How do the colors compare? Both strips on paper say they can do 16 million colors. That number means nothing to me. All colors are not achievable. I do find that the budget Govee does a great job at color saturation. This is one area that budget strips tend to fail. They may change colors, but not achieve that deep saturation. The colors read very well on the Govee compared to the Lifx. Lifx is great for saturation. The Govee does a great job duplicating most of the colors. But when it comes to certain colors, it still struggles next to Lifx. In these deep blues is where you start to see some of the budget strips fall off. You can see right here how much brighter the Lifx looks next to it. This is another dark color, a deep purple, and it's got the tone and the shade right, but again, intensity falling off a bit. Now let's look at the white. These are both in their warmest white. This is matched to 5600, which I use to shoot my videos in, and it is making the white look white and not yellow. This is the coolest white. The Govee definitely starts to go real blue in its cool white, where the Lifx still a really cool white. The white is where you really start to see the difference between these lights. My day job is a lighting designer for live events and TV, so I work with professional LEDs that are extremely expensive and bring deep saturated colors. I've still not seen a consumer smart LED that's been able to beat the Lifx with color saturation. Next is the intensity of the strips. The Govee strips are bright, but when you put them next to Lifx, they're still not as bright. I would estimate that the Govee lights are about 60 to 70% the brightness of Lifx. In the white, it's pretty obvious who the clear-cut winner is with the Lifx. This is what you pay more money for. You pay for the intensity and quality of the LEDs. The Govee shines very well with color. If you really want white light out of your LED strips, think about spending the extra money on something like Lifx. But you just want to get various colors and mix stuff, consider going Govee. See, right now in this deep blue, I have to bring the intensity of Lifx down to about 65%. In some colors, such as red, I have to bring the Lifx down to about 50%. For this green, I have to bring the Lifx up to 90%. That's something to think about, is the consistency and intensity between the red, green, and blue. Lifx is much better with that consistency. But they cost about 75% less than Lifx. So that difference in intensity may not matter to you. Now for me, I want the intensity and I want those deeper colors that Lifx brings. So it's part of the extra cost that I'm willing to pay. Now the last area I want to cover is the expandability of these strips. With the Lifx Z strips, you can connect 10 of these 1 meter strips together to give you 33 feet or a total of 10 meters. With the Govee setup, you are limited to this 16 feet. You can't add any extensions onto this. You can buy a 32-foot version, but it essentially is two of these 16-foot strips that connect up to the remote that has a Y connector on it. So it splits right down the middle. You can see here in my daughter's room that we ran the wire in the corner so that it can split off from there. I was disappointed to see that when I ordered them, but something you should be aware of. Overall, I'm a bigger fan of Lifx, and I would say it's still a better choice. It is expensive. I do think that the extra money that you pay for the Lifx still brings a better quality LED that's brighter and gives you better saturated colors. So the lighting guy in me who likes to play around with color thinks that's great. I want to make sure to show some love that Govee deserves. They've created a great affordable product that brings really nice color in a bright strip. I love seeing companies like Govee bringing out some competitive lighting options. I think these strips are a great option for those that don't want to spend the money on Lifx and know they won't use HomeKit. If you're using Alexa or Google Assistant and want some strips, you are getting a great strip out of these. I've been really happy with them. Check out Amazon. Ton of people seem to like these things. Now, what are your thoughts on the Govee strips? Would you buy them over something like the Lifx? Next, make sure to check out this video over here for some more smart home ideas. I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. Bye.